Prepare to disappoint the goddess
running out of
delirious.
time,
Alanis!
Hardly working or workly harder.
Damn it!
Make my own temple. Brilliant pitch. Here's another one. Anyone else looking to collaborate?
Don't you speak those words!
I don't play by the rules. Even that one. So I play by the rules. My rules.
From the Great North to Wonder Wharf. All right.
There we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of From the Great North to Wonder Wharf, your one-stop destination for bento box information. As always, I am JB, and as you can see, there's no Mike. So I can't tell you what's going on exactly with that. Mike is in the Philippines, actually. Can't tell you. I don't know why I said that. So, real quick, let me get... No, you can't just join and think you can get in. Adam, go ahead and try to request to join in. I'm not sure who's trying to get into here right now, but that ain't happening. Sorry. So, what we're going to be doing is talking tonight about all the new episodes that are coming out. Hey, Mario. All the episodes that were on this week, The Great North, Crapopolis, and also a little bit of Grimsburg. So, we're having episode 3 of that. So, let me go ahead. I'm just waiting for Adam. Yeah, he misses. I don't think that's going to happen. So let's take that request away. All right, Adam, I did accept your request. So hopefully that goes through. But yeah, that's really what we're here to talk about. Hey, Adam. So for those of you on Instagram, Adam is joining us today to go ahead and talk about all the fun stuff. And then I'll be over here on YouTube. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, why am I getting this music? That's so odd. Hold on. Interesting. Somehow there's music playing through my screen. Is that the intro? It's just some random ad. Wiki page. That was cool. So yeah. Hopefully that's gone. But you can't see me at all. That's so weird. Interesting. Can anyone else see me? Write in the messages if you can or not. Maybe it's just an Adam thing. But for those of you on YouTube, let's see how everyone's doing. How's Abby? Abby's good. Is anyone joining? No one's joining. Just Adam on Instagram right now. Yep, it's coming back the 10th. Bob's Burgers, that is our news for tonight. Bob's Burgers will be back next Sunday. It'll be back in the lineup. It'll be very exciting to see this new episode. We'll talk about that episode in a little bit because I do want to hear what you guys think about it. There are some screenshots up. I know Mike and we talked about it a little bit last week, but I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks about it. And if not, we can actually just jump into it real quick. Abby, yeah, why don't you go ahead and just direct people to Instagram? There's 4 of us. That might make it easier. But on Instagram, can everyone see me okay? Adam says no. No, that's a good question. Can anyone see any of us? But yeah, Abby, go ahead and redirect people over to there. And once I see that there isn't anybody over here, I'll go ahead and just close it out. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the new episode of Bob's Burgers that is coming over next Sunday for all of us to go ahead and see. Let me pull up our real quick. We have the Jade in the Shade. This is going to be our 12th episode for season 14. As of right now, if you're looking at the grand scheme of numbers, it is episode 272. 272. Oh, crazy. We're going to hit 300 probably by next season. It's nuts. So as of right now, it's being written. Well, it was written by John Schroeder, Big John. We've had him on the show once. He's super cool. Director doesn't say. Not yet, at least. So we'll see what happens with that as we work through it. It looks like the next episode we've got coming out after this one is Butt, Sweat, and Fears. That'll be the next episode. But for right now, with Jade in the Shade, the plot is on a tour of the town's bootleg history, Linda and Louise stumble into a treasure hunting adventure. Meanwhile, Bob, Tina, and Jean play host to a group of street performers looking to settle some beef. So, Adam, have you been able to look at these screenshots by chance? Okay. What do you think? Do you have any ideas what you're hoping to see, or I'm hoping we get a call back to Teddy's. What was it, Teddy's uncle? Because Teddy's had a crazy, the speakeasy, Swanky Pankies, or Swankies, and then the drink was Swanky Pankies. It's like 2 parts vermouth, and then he doesn't finish the recipe. But if you want the recipe, there is someone online. If you just YouTube Swanky Panky drink, it will show up. He makes a couple other Bob's Burgers drinks. He makes that one. He makes the horse medicine from the Equestronauts episode as well. And I think one other one. And they look pretty tasty. He did say the Equestronaut one hits pretty hard. So, which checks out. Bob barely remembers what he was doing that night until the tattoo. So, we should. I think it'd be kind of fun. I came up with one for Christmas a while back. I came up with the Ginger Boom, which was like a gingerbread whiskey drink. Super tasty, actually. So, but for this new episode, we've got a couple stills that you can see. And most people are trying to claim that they think that this episode is going to be a big link between the movie and trying to get the movie and season 14 connected together to kind of tie that loose ends. We do get, like, the intro, as always, has the huge explosion of the water main break, and they've added that. That's canon. And they kind of led up to that in the movie by using the breaks in the sidewalk, which we kind of talked about. As I think we started talking about that before the movie came out a while back. I think you had pointed it out, and a couple other people had pointed it out, and then we started noticing it started all the way back in almost like season 13, or it's like all the way back in 12. I think it's like in 12 it starts, and it progresses until we get to the movie. Yeah, Ego, I think we are going to get. I know there's some shots of the molehill. I don't know if we're going to go back in the molehill, but that's what people are thinking as we go back in there and we go back down to the Fish Odors like secret bar under the wharf. That seems to be what a lot of people online are thinking is going to happen. And I know Mike was really nitpicking the shots that they gave us and said like it doesn't match the lookout of that room too much. So he's like, maybe this is a whole new location. I'm wondering if it is what you said, Adam, a callback to Swanky's. Yeah, I don't know if it burned or not. I think it was more like because they put the wick out, but so I'm not sure if that happened or not, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I mean, it's a great way to tie it together. It'd be super cool if that did happen. I just don't know if we're gonna get that because that room alone has so much detail. It is a reusable background. They could use it again, but I'm just not sure if they will use it again just because you may have to use all the shadowing and things like that. And like as Yahoo was saying over on YouTube, like, yeah, the location screams movie. It does look like it. I'm just not sure if it's going to link to it or not. I think it's a fan thing. We'd love it. And I think diehard fans would be all about it. I don't know if like fans who are just joining the show would get it too much. And I don't know about you, but the A plot sounds really cool. Louise and Linda trying to solve a mystery about like a treasure hunt in the town that was all done by bootlegging versus Bob, Jean, and Tina being at the restaurant with some street performers who are upset. And I think, yeah, they've only been building too over the last couple of years. Abby's saying she likes mystery episodes. I agree. I think the Belchers, I think the team in general does a great job with mysteries. And they do a good job with just in general, just creating that atmosphere, which I like. It's kind of like goes that nostalgic Scooby-Doo kind of vibe, but in a Belcher flair, which I love. Let's see if I can. He should. He's incredible at it. That role literally is his role. I mean, he said it before. I'm curious if some of the others will come back because I mean the cast isn't really that wrong for Scooby Doo, and I don't know if they officially did they officially can Coyote versus Acme. I know Frank Fort or Will Forte jumped on and praised everybody for all the work they did and everything like that for the movie. Um, and like Eric Bauza, who plays Jimmy Pesto, said basically, "Thanks, Will, for all you did. You were the like actor who like held this up and made it work, and it's a shame people won't see it." So I've heard that it's getting closer and closer to Discovery doing what they want to do, which is canning it and taking that refund and just 20 years since the sequel. Yahoo says for Scooby Doo. That's nuts. It's been that long. Maybe it's a reboot. I worry that it's going to be a hand like the what Star Wars tried to do, hand it over to this new um, mystery machine group that's going to take over, kind of like Ghostbusters. But that actually looks okay. The first one was pretty good. Second one looks pretty good. So I'm actually surprised they didn't mix the two. That they didn't try to like mesh the two together. But I know they wanted it to be separate in its own kind of thing. So I don't know if that was just off the table at that point. I'm looking at some of the stills from this new episode to Jade in the Shade. And there's a lot of shocked images. Like Teddy looks shocked, like he's looking over his shoulder, like what's going on back here. Linda looks shocked as she's talking in her phone. Louise is angry, talking about something. The street performers look mad. Everybody kind of looks mad. So I'm not really sure what's going on or shocked. And I know Mike was really calling out this one shot of it's all the townspeople, including Linda, Louise, and then we have like Logan's mom, Logan, Edith, and Harold. And they're all looking like amazed and shocked by what they're hearing. And it looks like they're behind some buildings because there is some clouds in the background. So it's got to be behind one of the buildings. So I don't know if it's going to be like some crazy tunnel or something. Like if they pull something like the Bleakening, that could be really cool. But the still. Mm-hmm. And there is one still, if you look at the stills on like the Bob Wiki page and stuff like that, where it looks like we weren't sure if it's like right exactly where the like chase took place or if it's something similar to that because in the background there's lots of like wharf pieces of like art and like characters like that looks like there's like a weasel or something in the background with like a vest and a bow tie. It looks like there's also like old ride pieces and like stuff there, and it's all under blankets. So and above them, it looks like it's the little wharf. So I think we're going back under the wharf, but I'm not sure to what end. Hmm. That's what I think it is too. I think they're going back into where the chase happened, and then we're actually going to see some of that stuff. Which would lead me to believe they're going back to that room, the fish odor's like secret hiding place, or is there another secret hiding place that maybe even the fish odors didn't know about? They are weird. And I think even if we don't get something like the same spot, it wouldn't pass my mind that it wouldn't be that the fish odor's dad, Papa Fish Odor, paid for the wharf using bootleg money, or that Caffrey's Taffrey, we already know he was part of it, that they were like best buddies in some way. That like Caffrey moved the booze in and shipped it out through his factory, but that it actually went through the wharf as well, and they hid it underneath the wharf. I'm trying to like think where else a tunnel could lead out of. That would be kind of crazy to see. Like, I mean, Edith and Harold are there. Maybe it's under reflections. It could be. Maybe it comes out through the community garden since Logan's mom's there. It'd be cool if it went to Wagstaff. Maybe like because we know it's not in Bob's basement. Mickey would have found that. But I'm just curious where else it's going to be because it would be cool if there is a tunnel all the way from the wharf to somewhere else in town. Mhm. Exactly. Maybe it just goes to Fish Odor Manor. Maybe we're going to go back onto the basement where the gingerbread house was, the fight. I really wish we could go back to that. I love that those guys came back, but I really want another gingerbread contest, just at one of their other mansions. Hmm. I agree. They're just weird. And it's like having a couple more fish odors at the table, so why not? Yes, the ginger booms, they're all good. Hmm. Yes. I just remember the one guy's just like, I'm gonna treat myself to a new penis. And they just move past it so fast. What about you, Bob? I'm gonna spend it with my family. Ugh. Hmm. What's the diff? Oh, there's Mike all the way from the Philippines. Garbage rounds, trash talk, ginger booms. It's all the same, Bob. Just get with it. I think it would be fun if Bob and them do a contest in London. I think that'd be fun too. A contest in the restaurant. That could be fun. And the kids are upstairs. That could be plenty fun. I'm all down for more gingerbreads. I think it's always a fun thing. I would even love if, since Bob's hosting it, he's allowed to invite someone and he invites Teddy. And then we find out secretly that Teddy is amazing at gingerbread houses. Wish I could watch, but the connection is pretty shoddy. That's okay. What can I say in Philippines? Miss Rachel's a whole bit because somebody's from the Philippines on her show. Maybe Mike is visiting his pinsan, which is his cousin, and Paul Alam, I think means hello. Yeah, that's all I know. And their language is the Tagalog. Technically, I think he might be. He's in Tomorrowland with George Clooney. Even halfway around the world, you can't escape Abby. Yeah, no, Mike's always watching. He's everywhere. At least he likes to think he is. Thanks, Marlena, for putting up that link for everybody. Appreciate that. I'll get everybody over to Instagram. Should I do another lacrosse episode? I mean, did we do a lacrosse episode? I'm trying to think if we did one. Yeah. Oh, the hurling? I think it's called hurling. Yeah, baseball, hurling, and Gaga. That's about it. I hope you have a nice time, Mike. Oh yeah, he seems to be enjoying himself. And if you haven't been watching, everybody, check out Mike's pictures of Gene as he travels. Oh, and the Hurt Soccer. Good job, Abby. But yeah, Mike's posting pictures of the cool itty bitty ditty Gene as he travels around the Philippines. And then I'll be bringing. I'm not sure who I'm bringing yet, but we're gonna put up a post to see who I bring to San Francisco. I joked it should be Teddy because of Teddy Francisco. You're bringing him? Yeah, we usually bring. Yeah, Coochie Kopi always comes to Comic Con, so that's what I'm thinking. Because I might bring one of them, but we'll see. An absolute blast over here. Nice. Glad to hear that, Mike. I'm glad he's enjoying himself. He needs it. He's a state worker. He needs to rest. The whole state of Florida needs Mike. That's why we get the Mike that we get. Ooh, interesting. Of course. Why not? Mm. And I think the one picture from the stills before we move on and kind of go over if anyone has any other cool things about this episode they're thinking about. Um, it looks like the picture with Gene with the balloon dragon. Have you seen that? It's like super intricate and cool. I kind of hope that becomes something, if you know what I mean. Because it is the year of the dragon, and it would be cool to celebrate that as such. Well, that's true. Because they're about the lacrosse team. Hmm. I still like that episode a lot. I like Rudy's cousin. It's fun. The Terry napkin? And then in the same shot, we get the burger of the day for this episode coming up. It's called Swiss Congeniality Burger. I'm guessing it comes with Swiss. And then the performers, it looks like Mike was saying, it looks like one of them has like a balloon, like a fanny pack with all kinds of balloons and an inflatable for that. So that looks like a balloon animal artist, a juggler, maybe a clown, and we're not 100% sure what the other guy does, but I'm thinking magician, like a Sazerac kind of guy, but I'm not 100% sure. Or he's going to be like a mime and it's going to be very weird. Oh, maybe that's what he does is bubbles. Curious though. Mm-mm. There's just the one shot with the bubble coming towards Teddy and he's like freaking out, but oh, is that the guy? Oh, that'd be a huge callback. The bubble guy? I wish I was as busy as the bubble guy. Yeah, I forget what episode it is, but Bob brings up like go down to the wharf and like the bubble guy's working. And he's like, oh yeah, that guy's incredible. So I wonder if this is him. It's super early, like early seasons. That would be an awesome callback for anybody out there who's like watched the show probably just from the beginning or is really invested, like some of us here. But yeah, when he does that callback, I mean, if you can name that episode, that's pretty awesome deep cut trivia right there. I can say this, so I will say this real quick for Nilo. Uh, hey Kensington, hope you had a good birthday. Bob's Burgers is the best show, so I'm glad you enjoy it. They had a 7 massive fan and had a birthday party. That's awesome. Bob's birthday parties are the best. Nothing like burgers and cake. It's the best combination. Yeah, super fun. Yeah, it's not the pilot. It's a different episode. I can't remember when they mentioned the bubble guy. I'll do a quick Google search, but I think we'll move on in just a second, unless anyone has any other questions or cool theories for this new episode coming out. Let's see, Bob's Burgers, Bubble Guy. Oh, we haven't. The gemstone? That'd be cool. That's Adam. He's our buddy, Zen Master Flash. He's the guy, if you're on the Facebook group, he's the guy who says if your post goes or not. One of them. Yes, he's a moderator for the Facebook group and a fellow Columbus resident. So we hang out all the time. We do. We definitely do. Oh, hold on. Bob's Burgers, Season 8, Episode 16. They bring up the bubble guy. All right. Somebody knew. Kudos to Reddit. Episode 16. I think there's a movie as well. Oh, it's Are You There, Bob? It's Me Birthday. It's his birthday episode. He brings up the balloon guy. Yeah, essentially. But yeah, we're just over in different things. Let me go ahead and close out the YouTube feed because there's really only one person there at this point. So I'm just going to end.